Hey YouTube family, how are you doing? I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the Gear Cave. Well, there's a new custom shop building guitars out there. Your ideas put into your guitar. You dream it up, they can build it. And the best thing for me is they are right here in Prince Edward Island. Let's go check out some gear. So yeah, man, this is super exciting. If you can dream it, they can build it. These guys can do anything, and they're ready for the challenge, man. They're not really even launched yet. So the guys behind the magic are Troy and Brandon. They are two medical professionals that work here in PEI. And their passion outside of their work is guitar design and guitar building. Their company name, once they launch officially, will be known as MillsTone. Mills, because the shop is located on Mills Road, and Tone, because that's what they build, baby. Tone for you and I. So really, I guess you could say that my guitar is kind of a prototype. It's a culmination of 3 different guitars, so to speak, and it's something that I've been toying with for years. If I could have just one guitar, like the perfect instrument, what would it be? Now, some of you are saying, well, it's got to be a Telecaster. Well, yes, I love Teles, but Telecasters, traditionally speaking, are like a breadboard with strings. Brad Paisley even said that. There's nothing comfortable or refined about a Telecaster. It's just a pure, raw tone instrument. And it can cover a ton of genres. There's something about a Telecaster that's always pulled me in, so to speak. But there are other guitars that I like. I've never been a Gibson fan. You guys know that. I've said that numerous times. However, I do like that 24 3/4 inch scale length because I got small little fingers. And it's so easy to play. It feels so natural in my hand. And finding Telecasters with 24 3/4 inch scale lengths, that's hard to come by, man. It really is. Music Man is probably one of my favorite guitars. Now I'm referring to the Music Man Axis Super Sport style guitar. It kind of looks like a Telecaster. It's a little more compact, but I love the chunkier asymmetrical neck where it's thicker on the top than it is on the bottom. And I love the 4-2 headstock because the strings go straight through the nut to the tuners. There's enough break angle there that you don't need any string trees. And because of the 4-2 design, the headstock is super nice and compact. It makes me feel like I'm in control of the instrument and the instrument's not in control of me. So I've always liked those guitars. However, those guitars come with humbuckers, and I'm not a humbucker fan. So when I talked to Troy and Brandon, I'm like, could you guys build me like a one-of kind of custom guitar? They're like, we can build you anything you want. What are you thinking? And I'm like, well, I'm thinking like a Music Man Axis Super Sport-ish style guitar with Telecaster routes, a 4-2 headstock, but without the Music Man beak kind of on the tip of the headstock, if you guys know what I'm referring to, and a Gibson scale length. They're like, what kind of wood do you want? I'm like, I don't know. I want a maple neck and probably a mahogany body, and well, you guys just take care of the rest. And take care of the rest, they did. Check this out. Here is my hybrid Music Man Tele Gibson guitar. You'll notice the headstock is blank. They didn't even put their branding anywhere on it. Well, they did inside the pocket. But I told them to put it on the guitar, and they're like, well, we're not officially launched yet. We don't really want to. Right? So I'll be taking this to them again to get their branding on it. Once they perfect their logo and figure out the route they want to go and their advertising and all that stuff. This is really Fox News at its best. Like, you guys are getting insider information here. This thing is beautiful. So that's a mahogany body. And the grain has been black filled with some special paste that he came up with. And it just makes the grain pop. The fretboard is torrefied maple with bird's eye maple inlays, stainless steel frets, bird's eye maple courtesan neck. Look at that. I don't know if the bird's eye is coming out in the video. My lighting kind of sucks here. I got locking tuners, 4 and 2, but from Next Gen 19:1 ratio. And we kind of modified the headstock to make it more like a Telecaster kind of look, you know. But we maintained the 4 and 2 look. This is a real cow bone nut. And this torrefied maple, man, the grain in there is just stunningly beautiful. Look at the heel of that. Look at that. And this neck pocket fits this neck unbelievably well. And look how they did the truss rod adjustment. It's actually incorporated inside the neck, but it doesn't stick out of the neck heel like most guitars. And there's no notch cut out of my guitar body. The neck sits flush in the pocket. You can probably see that there. So 24 3/4 inch scale length. I went with a Music Lily Ultra Bridge. I went with Seymour Duncan Labria Brad Paisley pickups. Gibson toggle up top. And I wanted one volume. No tone, no nothing. Very simple. And he actually fashioned a volume knob for me out of mahogany and bird's eye maple. Unbelievable. This guitar was hand rubbed with 17 coats. I believe it was True Oil or possibly Tung Oil. I'm not sure. And the covers are flush mounted to the guitar body, right? And they are bird's eye maple as well. String through body plate, flush mounted as well. Just unbelievable job. Nice and light. This thing weighs 6.8 pounds. Super nice, super compact. I wanted a slight forearm contour. I don't know if you can see that. I guess you can. There's a very slight forearm contour here. You can barely tell when you're looking at the guitar straight on, but it's there. So whatever you want, man, they'll make. And when I say it's a custom guitar, I mean it's a custom handmade guitar. And when I say handmade, I mean handmade. There's no CNC machines at that shop. And there's the cavity. Look at that.
Getting there. Look how clean those work too.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Love it.
Just you get that little groove around
Yep.
it. That's okay.
That's what hand carving a neck looks like, folks.
7/8 should give us the half of the tunnel roughly. Ish.
This guitar and the ones that you'll see in the pictures coming up are completely made by hand. It's crazy how good these guys are at making this stuff. And you can tell by watching them that they really like what they do. So I'll give you a few tones. It's just everything I've ever wanted in a guitar. And it's great that there's finally somebody out there who can build you what you want and not what they think that you want. You know what I mean? And I think that is pretty cool. So, I'm going to sign off. There'll be more videos on this coming up as I get more familiar with it. Check the description below for email and contact number for MillsTone. And if there's anything that you're interested in or you'd have any questions about, feel free to send them a message, man. They are great guys to deal with. So you guys take care. God bless. And I will see you in the next one. Trying to get that.
Man, that thing honks.
He wants to shred some licks, he's got the urge to play. He's been addicted to tone since the very first day. With a high-end budget you can go far, 'cause he says if you like it, it's a good guitar. Wanna join the fun and move at your own pace? Welcome to the Gear Cave at J-Man's place. Oh, J-Man's Gear Cave, where the fun begins.